What up, guys? I wanna tell y'all something. I just sued the White House for $30 million. Joe Biden filed a civil rights suit on him on the whole each state of America. See, White House is the main office. So what we about to do on the civil rights? I have filed a civil rights lawsuit on the civil rights for racism against a disability, hip hop and businesses, for standing by them, for letting Yellow Breeze and boosting them lie, and black organizations in American business lie. I am a child of God, and I refuse to be denied because how a black person act with a white man, and how they act and how they treat people over personalities. Joe Biden, I want you to know something. God would be very disappointed in the people that step before us to see how you and Trump put these people first. But I will not be denying when black and racism and you allow Yellow Breeze and you and Trump allowing this situation to go on with these politics, allowing them to go on with racism. To understand this matter, of which you have lied on the grounds of the U.S. grounds on the independence of what we stand for. You need them more than you need God, and that's why God don't respect you, and He will never see you. You will never get the chance to see Him because you it's something that you can't understand. But I will not keep it denied by liars in this society. And your government and your state got their own issues. Black women want to go around saying, "I don't need you." God said, "I don't need you anyway. I don't need you either." The religions want God child. You know, I get on my live me and I get on my thing every morning. And I tell people, never let the world feel like you're alone. And I tell them if I'm at church in the city on a Sunday, you are with me. Because that's what society wants. God never did say we have to be alone, but don't give up when an enemy don't want it. They want us to sit up there and be alone. Those things that God say we don't have, we love him, then we find somebody that love him. And these things to understand the confirmations of those things. Y'all fighting a politics and y'all want to know who's right, who's wrong, whose side is on. You know that he's lied and the mayor not taking responsibility for their part and me putting me in this situation. God has had enough. And I'm not going to sit up there and let black communities and white and narcissists have their opinion on where I should go in life. Every time you keep blocking me with your narcissist behavior, and I keep on, and you don't want to budge. You don't want to budge, Joe Biden. You and your state and your community and your hip hop don't want to budge. You and your businesses. I have to file a civil rights suit on every last one of you because you with them and you don't want to budge. God has had enough. I told the Justice Department on my civil rights. The Justice Department said something on a situation where trying to gain the public trust. What about God trust? When you care what they think and not about God, when you put me in this situation, then your communities antagonate, intimidate because of their own cultures, of their own understanding of what they stand for. How can we understand that? To make a better world where hatred and liars at. We make a better world by standing for what we believe in, not by lies, not by blacking people like OGPB and all the rest of them sitting up there talking about when everybody else is not getting treated. You got to be in a certain category in order to fight for something. You got to be in a gang to be noted. No, I refuse to let that happen to determine the way I am in life. And those are the things we must understand in a qualification. But a black person get up there and say, oh, I don't need you. I don't lie. I don't need you either if you feel like that. The main thing in this world is about intimidating, antagonizing, control, domination. All of those four practices what humans do. The understanding of those goals. You leaving me with no other choice, man. Y'all leaving me with no other choice. The black people refuse to move. They refuse to move alive. They refuse to move. The understanding of refusing to move. And it always got to be this and that, black crime and this and that stuff, and not all of that stuff. When you're trying to get your point across here, Dallas got some issues, and nobody don't understand that they got some issues, man. And nobody feel like dealing with that stuff, man. Everybody you would not budge. And they playing stupid in here. How long they gonna play stupid, Governor Abbott and Joe Biden? They say they don't need me, but God say tell their negativity get because they so used to being, hey baby, I don't want to be in the atmosphere of them. God say we done, you hear me? You made your bed. So we are moving on to do better and bigger things in this platform. But I would not let communities keep lying, you standing by them. I would not allow that to keep happening. Too much behavior going on, man. Too much nonsense. And now OGP, the black community, OGP, talking about, when he go against the government. You have hatred. Y'all with lies and doubts. Don't get up there and say something where you don't want other people to grow, so you had to lie on people. And the mayor know what he did. And making excuses because you don't want to change your assets or your behavior or how you view the world. God is different from you, Joe Biden. And you know how he was different? And he never claimed that he was perfect. And let me tell you how he never claimed that he was perfect and he's different. You have power, control, and you have sight. God had some of the same thing. He had power, he had control, and you got people. He had all of those things. But you let the people determine the outcome of America. You let the people determine how people should be and what people should do in life. The difference, what I'm trying to tell you, before God got crucified, And he walked around a village and you watched and people watched him. He had, the thing is, y'all had numbers, power, and sight. God had little numbers and he had power and sight. And you still go against it. You still put your community first behind a vote, behind they lying votes, and you let that determine how others is. You let that be the determinant on which way to go in life. Right? So God said, the difference between those matter. How can we understand it? That's the different things that we're talking about right now. To understand what we are doing here. Their actions must have a consequences for it. And you might don't understand it. Their action must have an understanding. So lying in this community are what they are, and you denying access to because you care about them more than God. You don't know what God is. You love the money of God. It's true. I'm on YouTube right now. I'm on YouTube right now. But you put those people first. What can you do to overpower the enemy? The enemy of racism. The enemy that love to dictate the personality. This is not just about white KKK. This is about judging personalities. This is what this is about. This is about judging different categories. And you lean on them the most. God said, I don't know who to trust. You tell me to stick by the rules, and then Trump didn't want to help me out. How can we understand these things? When God say you confuse and you play mind games. That's all this world 1,000 years from now. Mind games being played. But they want budge. They rather go out and down it, but they want budge with their lies. And you could have stopped this. Hatred, all for them. All for them. The people that say they love. You know what I told you? And I told the civil rights? Your vote mean nothing. But if your spirit ain't treating people right, you will let the people that vote determine the outcome with God instead of determining the spirit of God. And those things where you got to understand in those formats. Those are the things you have to understand in those formats. You will let them determine that outcome. And those are the things we have to understand of what you're doing. But you let just because people voting don't mean they believe in God. You got to understand that the enemy, they can play many games in that situation. They can hide amongst you. Now, when God told Moses to tell his people to paint the wall with blood, you know the non-believers are going to be amongst the believers. Just to fit in their world. Just to fit in. So God, what democracy hold? When the spirit, just to understand the fit in with the fit in with God's children. To hide amongst with the understanding of those things, a democracy. But you will let a vote determine how things are run. Why they lie constantly and how things shit is. What our democracy is, they ruining our democracy. They trying to take it away from our own black, because they judging personality. We gotta look ourselves in the mirror sometimes. And when we can look at ourselves in the mirror and understand we all need to change and make a better world, and just stop judging over personality and mindset on the job, and we have to start on the jobs. We have to start with ourselves and how we act and address things in our nations. So the understanding of those things got to be misunderstood. So how we gonna understand this? Will we let them win, or we let that define us? Will we let them win, or we let that define us? So to understand those things, how can we understand? How can we understand those matter when you won't budge? And God can be patient, but your society won't budge. Then what you want to change? Can you would have stopped you? Donald Trump could have stopped it, but he needed them. Look, he hang on their every word. But you can't address certain things and acknowledge those certain things of what people are doing. You can't do those things. What understanding that at? What are those things that you do so much to understand those things? These black people are lying, and all you can do is deny what Governor Abbott and deny what goes on in the world to make yourself feel better. And how they acting and judging personalities. I'm gonna tell you, I was standing outside the deli in 2018, and I'm standing outside front of the deli, and they got 8 employees, and I said out loud Jessica should think before she hired people. You know what that person said? You know what that customer came and said? You right. We was looking at it, all of a mindset, jealousy, judging mindset. You are letting people dictate the way we do things. How can we be a better version of ourselves when you can't wake up in America? How can we evolve? You know, back in the day, white people used to run us out of the neighborhood. Now it's our black women that's trying to stop us from where we're trying to go in life. They're trying to rip us down with them, and this is how what's going on in my world. It probably going on in your world if you don't wake up to it. If you deny it and make an excuse for it, to understand it. But at what price? You willing to pay for somebody else like today and willing to fight? At what price? Because they ready to hide in the house with their kids and their mom, and they ready and their mama running around with cowards. What fight that they have in them? The only thing they doing is voting. And they running, they depend on police and stuff to fight for them constantly. But you can't take a stand with a police officer to fight with them more. What is your understanding of that when you go in your house and just vote every day? What is the understanding of those matters or those things? To understand those things. How can we understand those greater things in life? But you would allow those things to keep on taking place with them. But tell these same black women at Walmart, that same black woman in Addison, she says she right there the criminal. But when I find me somebody, don't come and try to rob something. When I find me a beautiful queen and find me somebody that's willing to treat God's child right and not lie and because of opinions of others, those are the things we must understand. Because they're going to try to jealousy is going to hit because the way they want to pursue their life in life, but dictating what they want and what they will not allow before even understanding it. With those things are we so much perfect off and where we getting? I have always found the way and I'm not giving up now. What's the understanding of when we fight for so much more? And right now, we are not quitting. You can stop that right now. If I got to get on here every day and talk about different topics, if I got to get on here to constantly fight, I must tell your senators, I need you to do some research about me. Millions have always come and saw me. I went to Fannie C. Williams, and I marched in every parade, and millions have always came and saw me. I've always participated, either in New Orleans and Texas. I remember seeing myself through the Superdome, and I was like, whoa. That was my most memorable moment, seeing myself through New Orleans with my band. To understand it, you got to understand it, right? God said, well, we understand that. Joe Biden, you know if I leave here with that project, hip hop is done. You know what I know. Hip hop is country is done. You know if I leave here and the UK wanted to be on my team. You know if I leave here with that project, your society is done. Your culture, hip hop, American culture is done. You know where and I know if I leave here, Bruce and Lion, you know if I leave here, your culture done. I don't have no problem with leaving. That's the thing. I know how to catch a plane. But don't complain over your tax dollars where they trying to stop me from getting justice. The community and the American businesses trying to stop me from getting justice. Don't complain over there why they don't want to budge. And they giving you a reason to not give me what I want because of their behavior. Because the way they act. Picky mindset, picky personality, judging everything, management. The understanding of those things. Nobody wants to deal with those things. That I'm seeing. So they because you choose them. How you supposed to make a difference, Joe Biden and Donald Trump, when you choose them? That's not making a difference. That's stopping differences. That's not making a difference. You are stopping a difference from being made by taking these people's side, by taking racist businesses and you hang on their vote It's conflict with personality, and you know it. And you know it's conflict. The ability to do stuff without giving a chance. And you know it. The ability of conflict. And you let it, and you let them do it. You let the liars do it. You trusted them. But then you need God. You don't have the answers to God. God is in the spirit. You still look for it. But your power rules everything because you still ask for answers, but you truly don't believe in it. To understand it. So how can you're not making a difference by doing what you did. You're not making a difference, Joe Biden. You're not making a difference. You Trump, none of you. What kind of world that you think you making a difference in? By siding with them Democrats, the people that like to lie and hide and using their words and their spirit. What difference you making? You are not, you think you making it worse. But God said, how can we be bigger than we ever mean? Let me tell you something. I don't want to go down as an activist. I don't want to go down as any of that. You know what I want to go down as? The word as misunderstood, because you still can't understand it. God can't be understood. As misunderstood as a legend, because you humans still don't understand. And you still don't understand God and the way He wants the world. God has sent people in different times to do different things to understand it. In time that the situation that we feel or those things are more mutual in life. So how can we understand those pictures of those things and the image of those things? We have to understand meaning. We have to understand principles. But you allow them, you side with them, and you allow the mayor, then you have a informant in there. And that's the greatest thing is your mistake that you had. Y'all had the balls to do what you know how I know at 1:00 at night, the guy in the jail cell, he said that he was an informant. And then at night he's sitting on the top bunk. We gonna have to let him go. You had the balls. You pieces of crap. You have no honor. You are sad, bro. You are sad. I'm calling y'all out. Y'all are sad, man. Y'all are sad. Y'all need help. And y'all don't even know. Y'all need help. Whoever had the balls to do, oh, we gonna have to let him go. We have nothing on him. You think I didn't hit him? You didn't have nothing in the first place. You hypocrite. You had the balls, and I want to know who had the balls to do it. Who had the balls to do it, man? I don't know what game y'all playing, y'all democracy. I don't want to deal with all that, man. This is about God here. This is about us winning. And I've always been in part of God. This is about winning. This is not about lies. Why the heck would you do that? And then I'm asking for Judge Kennedy arrest and the DA arrest for treason or racism. And you can't even do your job. You know you didn't have nothing. And then those police calls. To understand it. Y'all had the nerve. The nerve. Whoever had the balls to do it, You think I wasn't going to hear? You didn't prime me a damn thing. I picked up a book. You had the balls. They actually had the balls. They actually had the balls. This is a sad America, man. When you fight for them, when you fight for them people, those liars that you stand by, that is sad, man. You think I did not know, but you talk about doing good, and you had an informant in there. I want to know who did it. And Governor Abbott gonna say a sucker thing like he always say. I want to know who did it. That's what I want to know. Because Trump, we got to know something. Because he said something about nobody promised me. I picked up a book to do it, to find out more knowledge than anything. What's the understanding of those goals? I want them to hear me. The principle of those things, of what is going on here. Who had the informant in there? Somebody gonna give me some damn answers. You had the balls to do it. I see, look at this motherfucker, and they know I'm innocent. Who had the balls to do it? Now, Governor Abbott, I want to know, because you telling me this, you see, Joe Biden telling me to stick by the rules, and y'all all playing mind games. Y'all need help. Don't lie about it, man. Don't lie about it as a president and as a nation. Don't lie about it, man. Confess. Confess to it, man. I'm asking Joe Biden to confess. Whoever in that state of Texas and whoever got the balls, confess to it. They need to confess to it, man. They need to really confess to it. Whoever had the balls to do it. That is sad, man. That is really sad. Y'all need a reality check or something, man. And realize the community behavior, antagonating, saying things. Y'all are supposed to be professional at y'all jobs, and you don't know what society do. They don't tell, man. Y'all need a reality check, man. I want to know who had the balls to do it. I said, I can't believe these people. They know I'm innocent. I can't believe that. They know what they did was messed up. Those 911, what they did in that mode. I can't believe that. I want to know who had the balls to do it. The guy already know who he was because he wasn't walking right. I want to know who had the balls to do it. That's the crazy part. Who had the balls to do it here? Boy, y'all sad. Y'all are sad. Y'all are sad. Y'all are sad. Y'all are sad, man. That is so sad right now. I just can't marry anybody. Like, I can get in a relationship right now, marry anybody with high. I need somebody with some high that can see the world from a different point of view. The architect of it. Not a woman that's going to go against the grain. If I'm talking about a woman, not a woman that's going to get, there's too many regular women that go against the grain of it. It doesn't understand. I can't believe they did it. I had the nerve to sit up there, and I can't believe they did it. I can't believe y'all had the balls to do it. I say, no, they didn't do that, and I hear this guy at night. I want to know who had the balls to do it. Y'all sad, man. Y'all sad. And you know they got rich. Joe Biden, y'all trying to win a politics. Y'all sad, man. Y'all sad. And y'all letting these liars in Dallas and Texas lie. I don't got time for that, man. I'm to the point that I'm getting fed up with the situation and all avenues of it. A lot of bull crap going on. Nobody got time for that, man. That's sad, man. Look how sad that is. That is sad. You know you didn't have nothing from the first beginning because you did wrong. That is sad, bro. What you trying to get? That's sad, man. That y'all sad. Y'all just sad. But you want somebody to look up to y'all as leaders and y'all making mistakes and lie about it. That's sad, man. I need peace. I'll see y'all later. That's sad. That they sad. I want to know who had the balls to do it. I want to